Can somebody please tell me why is bullying still a thing? How come we went through so many advancements, technological advancements, medical advancements? We literally went through a whole century of civilization, yet we can't find a solution to one of the stupidest problems that is polluting our society? You think bullying is not bad? The bullies in high school, they continue to bully people in college, and these bullies become the toxic bosses that are making our lives miserable. And not just that. These are the same bullies that are using their power and connections to step over other people while the rest suffer. I mean, isn't the point of schools, in addition to academic success, to also teach us how to be better people in a functioning society? I guess I missed that part because the system is not doing anything to defend our kids. I suffered bullying in elementary school all the way up till 8th grade. And when I defended myself, I was called the bully because I was physically bigger than the rest. And in 7th and 8th grade, I couldn't even stand up to myself anymore because the people that bullied me had friends in higher classes and they threatened that if I do something, they will call their friends. I literally had to call my friends so they can tell them to back off. At a certain point at 8th grade, I told my parents, listen, I'm not showing up to school anymore. I don't care. I'm just not coming to school. You either find a new class, stop this problem. I can't take this anymore. In 9th grade, they transferred me to a new class, and thank God it was a way better class. I was able to function better. I was doing better. And yeah, I wasn't a popular kid in school, and I was playing basketball, and at some point I was the best in my high school, but I wasn't popular, but at least I wasn't getting bullied anymore. I want to say something to the parents that are watching this video. If you are aware that your kid is going through bullying, do something about it. Do everything in your power to make sure that kid does not stay in this class. Because I'm telling you right now, the teachers and the principal, they're not going to do anything about this because the system doesn't care. All they care is that they meet KPIs, which means a bare minimum of kids that are graduating each class and a certain grade point average so they can get funding from the government. They don't actually care about solving problems. They don't want to deal with this. And the bullies' parents are always protecting them, and they're using their own influence and their own connections. So for, the bare minimum that you should be doing is transfer your kid to another class. And if you're doing this and the problem still persists, transfer him to a new school. I know you're watching this video saying, oh, well, that's not a good solution because you can't keep running away from the problem. What you should be doing instead is to have your kid doing bodyweight training, and then after a certain age and after gaining a certain amount of strength, weight training, and then send him to martial arts so he can learn how to defend himself. On paper, yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, you should make your kids train bodyweight training and lift weights anyway because it's going to make them healthier. Of course, do it with the supervision of a professional because kids, you need to learn how to train them properly. But you should definitely encourage your kids to become physically stronger. It's not going to stump their growth. But martial arts, like Muay Thai, wrestling, or mixed martial arts, if you want to send them to a course that includes all the disciplines, it's not going to automatically be the solution. Listen, I used to be able to defend myself because I was physically bigger than others. But at a certain point, they knew they couldn't beat me, so they called their friends. And one time, their friends came after me. They were throwing rocks at me. One of them took out a pocket knife. They could have easily ended my life. I'm telling you, it's dangerous out there. To all the parents watching this, to all the kids watching this, if you know that there could be any sort of possibility that the kid that is bullying you might retaliate if you defend yourself, tread lightly. I'm telling you right now, be careful. This isn't like the movies where the weak kid becomes strong, beats the bully, then the bully respects him. It doesn't always work like that. The stories that I know, you don't want to hear that, okay? You don't want to have your son on a newspaper. And to the rest of the kids in school, if you know that there are kids out there who are not popular, who are getting bullied, who are suffering, who don't have friends, give them a hand. Try to be nice. Say good morning, how you doing? Try to get them to be involved, even if your friends disagree at first. Be the person that does this. Even if you're going to get targeted, guys, we need to help others that are weak. I'm going to make another video about this, talking about the problem of education systems today and how they don't actually provide us with the proper tools that we need to learn in order to grow, and why, as a result of our failing education systems, our society is terrible. So this is a final message to all the kids that are suffering from bullying. And to all the parents who have kids that are suffering from bullying, it's going to be okay. If any of you guys are watching this video and you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to leave a comment down below. You're more than welcome to reach out to me, talk to me. I'll be more than happy to help you. I don't care about your racial background, your religious background. Nobody deserves this. And to the parents, take care of your kids. Ask them how they're doing. Be more involved. I can totally understand why people don't want to have kids. This is a terrible world with a failing society that does not want to solve very simple problems. Anyways, hopefully this problem goes away. Hopefully teachers and principals and people that are involved in the Ministry of Education in every country will do whatever they need to find not just a local solution, but a global solution for this. This is a global problem. I'm Dveer Israel, the Leo Gamer, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.